My goal is to run the Petit Train du Nord, I'm saying it in French, English, Spanish at the same time, marathon in October 6th in 2 hours and 39 minutes. And the goal of this series is to analyze in detail every week from now on until the marathon. We are 13 weeks away from July 8th to the 14th, so 13 weeks away from the marathon, and I want to share with you what I'm training for. I know I will be happy to learn the marathon training of a faster marathoner than me. So you can learn from my mistakes, from how I'm approaching my marathon. Right now, my goal is to train every day of the week. You're gonna see in this series what I did a 42-day streak training for the marathon. But let's analyze the full week. On Monday, I take it really easy. Always, sometimes I do my long runs on Saturdays or on Sundays, depending on what I have to do with my family, especially during the summer. But evening run at 8 p.m. after the kids are in bed and everything. 11 kilometers at 5:06, and you're gonna be able to see my heart rate is really low right now, 120 beats per minute on average. So that's an easy run. Then on Tuesday in the morning, I did a bike ride with my kids, so it's super slow, not training, honestly, just going out with them and have some fun. And then that afternoon at 7 p.m., I did a 14.5 kilometer run at 4:49. Here, last week, I started doing some marathon pace training because that's what I did for Chicago last year, and it helped a lot. I'm ramping up my mileage, and I'm starting doing marathon pace way earlier than last time. So how does that look? You can see here it was 2 times 5 minutes at marathon pace. Marathon pace in minutes per kilometer, it's 3:47. So I hit that. My average heart rate was 135. You can see that it's really interesting. Sometimes after the intervals or these marathon pace workouts, my heart rate dips and then it starts to go up again. So in the easy run, like in the warm up to say it somehow, it was like 149, 150 beats per minute. And after the interval, it's 120, 121. It's a little slower also, but I think that's very interesting. So I had 10 minutes at marathon pace last Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, I'll again take it really easy, 5:47. My legs were really heavy that day, so a way slower recovery marathon pace, training. But I found that these super slow for me or for my goal runs are really beneficial to being able to push it the next day and to keep running, because this could have been a rest day, right? But if I take it that easy, let's see my heart rate, 118. So it's super easy run. You see, it's very inconsistent, the pace. So I don't pay attention to the pace. I don't pay attention to my heart rate. I just go run as fast or as low as I can do it from the day before, and that's it. Then on Thursday, I did this 42-day streak. You can read here why 42 was very meaningful to me. But I did 13 kilometers at 4:39, and this time instead of doing one repetition of marathon pace, instead of two, I did one at 7 minutes. So 2 more minutes than last time. We can see it here. At the end, and I try to do them at the end when my legs are heavy or tired after the run. But yeah, you can see I even ran at 3:27, 3:30, but the average was 3:47. I'm nailing those marathon paces. You can see here the kilometer 12, it was 3:48. Then I want to show you something interesting. How I changed the time I'm training based on my life and my kids. I usually train at night in this time of the year. But then on Thursday, I try to go a little earlier. You see, 4:12 p.m. Because the next day I want to run early on Friday, because on Saturday morning I need to do my long run. I'm doing my long run Saturday morning because Sunday mornings are really full of commitments with family right now. So on Friday I ran a little earlier, 9:38, only 8 kilometers, and again super slow. So if you see I have a super slow day, and maybe I try to add a little longer run, and right now I'm trying to add some marathon pace. Then I did my long run on Saturday morning, 7 a.m. It's been really hot and really humid here, so I'm trying to go as early as I can. I'm not a guy that is going to wake up at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning just to go out for a run. This was my best long run ever, pace, heart rate, long wise. I've done longer long runs, but not at this pace and not at this heart rate. I'm super happy. I can share with you the heart rate. I have 2 marathon long run routes. This is one of them, and the other one is straight. That is the one I'm doing this Saturday also again. But 145 on average, I'm super happy with that. I will explain to you why I like to run below 155 on average for my easy runs and my long runs. But there is super consistent. I try to pick it up at the end. If you can see, my first 13 kilometers are 431, 424. Here's a 418. Maybe it was a downhill. 425, or after 14 kilometers, I try to pick it up, and I don't have any split under 420, and I'm really happy with that. Then, this is a trick I like to do. When I do these super hard long runs, one is in the Saturday morning, one is because live, and the other one is because if I run Saturday morning, my long run, and then I run on Sunday afternoon, I have way more time to recover and way more time to assimilate the workout. So you're gonna see that my evening run on Sunday was at 7 p.m. So instead of having 12 hours of recovery, or for 24 hours of recovery, I have 36 hours for recovery. And I think I'm assimilating way better my long runs. And again, a super slow and easy run. Let's see, we can see 118 again, my average heart rate. So that was it. It was 93 kilometers of running last week, plus 10 and change of cycling. It was 104 kilometers last week, almost 8.5 hours. I haven't done a lot of strength training. Maybe in the future weeks, I'll add some strength training and you will see it here. And it's not here, but I also did some paddleboarding on Friday. Why it's not here? I don't know. Some paddleboarding on Friday morning after this run. And I like that about summer, that I'm really active. I'm playing tennis with my kids, or we go paddleboarding, or we're in the park playing baseball or soccer or cycling. So I think that adds up to our fitness, and I'm really looking forward to running this marathon in 13 weeks. See you next week for breakdown of this week or the next week, 12 weeks out of the Petit Train du Nord Marathon. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment below and subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along, and don't miss out any of future videos. Bye.